look at what he had to say. He had some real dumb shit to say, by the way. I already watched it.
Several days, and have already raised serious issues and flaws that should concern all New Yorkers. Because when there is a bias or a lack of fairness in the justice system, it is a concern for everyone, not just those immediately affected. The most serious allegations made against me had no credible factual basis in the report. And there is a difference between alleged improper conduct and concluding sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that there are not 11 women who I truly offended.
Dude, I don't get it. Like, how do you defend that while also still trying to be like a bastion or a champion for progressive values? It's kind of wild. Just fucking be like, it's bullshit, okay? Like, there's no like talking out of both sides of your mouth in this situation. Like, there are instances, incredibly rare instances, where like someone might fucking be lying. It usually isn't happening with like 11 people in a row with multiple corroborating fucking witnesses, okay?
1 year, baby.
But if it's like one or two people, let's say, or one person, you can't just be like, oh yeah, you know, RIP to the victim, but I'm different. Like, I didn't do this. Like, just fucking, you have to either be like, no, this is lies. These are lies. These people don't want me to fucking, you know, lead New York in the way that I've been leading, which was really good. And everybody loved me. You can't just like fucking say, I'm Italian, okay?
Love you, Hasan.
You know, it's just, it's in my blood. I need to be perverted and touch people. You can't be like George W. Bush touched people too. Barack Obama touched people too. Why can't I get a touchy-feely copy? Huh? I'm Italian. Is that why? Are you doing this because I'm fucking Italian over here? Like, you can't do that.
We're here.
You literally are supposed to just be like, either fucking deny, say everyone's lying, they're harlots, they wanted it, whatever the fuck, you know, Republicans do. Or you're supposed to be like, I did it, it's wrong, I didn't know what I was doing was wrong, and I'm really fucking sorry. I will never be able to fucking make up to the victims, but I will try for the rest of my life, every fucking day. And I apologize, and I'm resigning because I don't want to fucking leave a mark on, you know, a shameful mark on this beautiful city that I've given my all to, this beautiful state that I've given my all to. He's like, these ladies are fucking lying bitches. But also, you know, they probably were hurt. I'm sorry. But they're lying. You know? Hoes be lying over here. You know what I'm saying? Fellas.
There are.
Have a good day, everyone.
And for that, I deeply, deeply apologize. I thought a hug and putting my arm around a staff person while taking a picture was friendly. But she found it to be too forward. I kissed a woman on the cheek at a wedding, and I thought I was being nice, but she felt that it was too aggressive. I have slipped and called people honey, sweetheart.
Bro, that's literally not what the accusations are. Like, that's not, like, people aren't like, oh my God, I can't believe you called a woman honey, which is like fucked up, but you're old, whatever. Like, most women put up with that shit on a daily basis, okay? It's an accumulation of all of that while simultaneously grabbing a titty. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, I kissed someone on the fucking cheek over here. Like, dude, you literally tried to molest, according to the, you know, court documents, a fucking state trooper. Like, dude, when you're molesting cops, you're on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like cops are the ones who molest you normally, okay? Not the other way around. Like, what the fuck? How much of a fucking power trip was this guy on that he was just like, yeah, you know, I thought I would just grab a titty over here on a cop, you know, and just run my finger down her fucking body up and down.
And darling, I meant it to be endearing, but women found it dated and offensive. I said on national TV to a doctor wearing PPE and giving me a COVID nasal swab, "You make that gown look good." I was joking.
I was joking. She looked like shit. She wasn't even fucking hot. It was a joke. It was a little bit of a fucking joke over here. What are you gonna do? All right, come on. Come on. Dude, what the fuck, dude? I know the fucking demons that work in your team that literally played a role in like suppressing victims from coming out for years and like fucking threatening them, like your secretary who just resigned recently. Like, I know when those people resign, like, they probably weren't helping you, but like, you could have fucking hired like an external PR company or some shit other than like one of the fucking ladies that worked with the Me Too movement, okay? And Chris Cuomo, your brother. Like, this is the worst. This is the worst, like, apology of all time. It's like, come on. Come the fuck on. You know, I just fucking, I thought I was grabbing deli meats over here.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it on national TV. But she found it disrespectful. I take full responsibility for my actions. I have been too familiar with people. My sense of...
my problem is I love Too Hot. I love you. I love all of you. I'm black. I'm white. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Jewish. I'm a woman. I'm being sexually harassed. I'm doing the sexual harassing. I'm gay. I'm a lesbian. I just fucking love all of yous. I'm everybody. I'm a fucking broad. I'm a fella. All right? I was doing both at the same time.
Of humor can be insensitive and
here.
I do.
For people who don't know.
As New Yorkers, we are especially aware of issues of diversity.
No, sorry.
As a New Yorker, I am a Muslim. As a New Yorker, I am Jewish. As a New Yorker, I am black. I am gay. I am disabled. I am a woman seeking to control her health and her choices.
Let me tell you something.
7 months, baby.
What you're doing right now is ableism, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism. I'm a disabled, gay, New Yorker, Muslim Jew. And you're over here. You fucking, making fun of me. Whatever. Like, I'm a fucking lesbian over here.
Because as a New Yorker, we are one community.
Arrived at Yale to start my PhD this week.
Liberals were like, give this guy a fucking Emmy, okay? Give this guy 2 Emmys.
That really considerate that they had someone on the bottom right.
I'm all of those things.
So the Italians can understand him too.
I'm a victim of sexual assault. I'm doing the sexual assault. I'm both. I'm a New Yorker. I'm the rat that was fucking,
grants me the kush.
Picking up that big pizza pie that went fucking viral like a couple years ago. I'm the fucking black Israelite that keeps yelling at you about Yakubian energy. That's right. I'm all of those things. I'm fucking New York.
You hug and kiss people casually, women and men. I have done it all my life.
I'm an equal opportunity sexual harasser. Forget about it.
It's who I've been since I can remember. In my mind, I've never crossed the line with anyone. But I didn't realize the extent to which the line has been redrawn. There are generational and cultural shifts that I just didn't fully appreciate. And I should have. No excuses. The report did bring to light a matter that I was not aware of, and that I would like to address. A female trooper relayed a concern that she found disturbing.
Dude, Damn, y'all are fucking quick, dude. Editor-in-chief of the hard drive Max says, wow, Hassan the Hun said my incredibly important reporting is a joke. It's satirical. Don't take that serious. That's a joke. Okay, guys, this is a hard drive. It's satirical. Don't take that serious. That's a... I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I'm just... Listen. In that moment, I was you and myself. I was the guy who wrote the article, and then I was the guy who was making fun of the article. I'm both.
Thanks for the entertainment, Arjan.
Bro, what is the fucking line being drawn at, like, grabbing a titty? Like, when was it acceptable to grab a fucking titty? Can I just understand? Like, come on, you guys have all seen Mad Men, right? I'm Don Draper. I'm grabbing a fucking titty. I'm gonna grab a fucking titty over here, you know? Back in the 60s, I could have been like, hey, sugar tits. What do you got into that fucking skirt? And I would just fucking, grab the skirt and pull it up. I was the titty. The lines have been redrawn and I did not know.
Hassle.
Disturbing, and so do I. Please let me provide some context. The governor's trooper detail had about 65 troopers on it. But of the 65, only 6 women and 9 black troopers. I'm very proud of the diversity of my administration. It's more diverse than any administration.
Dude, that's such a... Dude, liberals are so dumb, dude. I swear to God. What the fuck? Let me give you some context. I know I may have sexually harassed a woman state trooper, but I had some black state troopers and some woman state troopers. What are you gonna do? Not sexually harass them? Are you fucking kidding me? I got diversity and my victims over here. Many people only sexually harass white women or other men. I am built differently, okay? Because I said it already. I'm New York. I'm diverse. It's a target-rich environment over here. I'm fucking sexually harassing black ladies. I'm sexually harassing white ladies. Equal opportunity sexual harassment. I'm trying to grab all the titties.
In history. And I'm very proud of the fact that I have more women in senior positions than any governor before me.
Oh, sick, dude. I want to point something out here. That's right. The mini fridge is out. But I want to point something out here. This is literally what the Trump era defense was for, like, when people said, Trump was a piece of shit and, was sexually harassing women and stuff. They literally were like, I'm sorry, sweaty. Trump has put more women in positions of power than everyone else. I'm like, okay, sick. Guy likes being surrounded by his harem cabinet. He's very progressive. Yeah. I'll tell you something. They used to call, I had so many fucking women around me, they used to call me the Gaddafi of New York, okay? They called me Muammar Cuomo, all right? I had ladies doing my security detail. And much like...
Come on, I'm apologizing over here.
Much like Gaddafi, I'm basically being brutalized right now by the Democratic Party in the ass. With a knife in the ass. That's what the Democratic Party's doing. I'm going out like Gaddafi. Fucking unacceptable. Let me tell you something. I sexually assaulted my security detail, but they were all women. That's why.
The lack of diversity on the state police detail was an ongoing disappointment for me. In many ways, the governor's detail is the face of state government.
By the way, for the record, today I'm trying yerba mate for the first time ever. It's got 160 milligrams of caffeine. This is like the recovering addict brand or whatever, clean. I'm doing a terrible job. It's not a hashtag ad. One of you guys sent this to me. I think like some of you are in the fucking chat. I've never had yerba mate. It might taste like shit. But we're about to find out. This is 0 calorie one. The other ones are like with sugar. But doesn't smell too bad.
McGrind said.
Oh, it's not that bad. Oh no, it says not recommended for children, pregnant or breastfeeding women. Well, I'm everyone. I'm a breastfeeding woman. I'm the titty. I'm the baby suckling on the titty. I should not be having this. All right, let's keep going.
That people see. When
It's
I
actually not
attend
bad.
an event, people see the detail that's with me. I was continuously trying to recruit more to diversify. On one occasion, I met two female troopers who were on duty at an event. Both seemed competent and impressive, and I asked the state police to see if they were interested in joining. I often meet people, men and women, and if they show promise, I refer them to be interviewed. The state police handled...
And let me tell you something. One part of the methodology is grabbing a fucking titty. Listen, there's diversity of titties out there. There's A cups, there's B cups, there's pancake nipples, there's retroussé titties, and I need to know. That's the kind of diversity I need to bring to the fucking force over here.
The interviewing and the
It's like,
hiring.
yeah, dude, I know, we know. Okay, it's sick that you fucking had diversity. All right? It's sick that you had diversity, bro. Chill. Like, that's not the point. That literally does not change anything. To most people that hear this, they're going to be like, okay, so you just like hired women to like assault them? Like, what the fuck? Or like, what degree of diversity makes it acceptable to like grab a titty? You may be making your female viewers uncomfortable at this point. It says Ninja Dude 973. Thanks, Ninja Dude. A nice guy. We have a nice guy in the chat, dude. Ladies, we have a nice guy in the chat. His name is Ninja Dude. I'm just letting you know.
About it, but I guess they didn't Sagittarian hands.
Yes, making fun of sexual harassment in the workplace. Unacceptable.
And one of the two troopers eventually joined the detail. I got to know her over time, and she's a great professional. And I would sometimes banter with her when we were in the car. We spent a lot of time driving around the state. This female trooper was getting married, and I made some jokes about the negative consequences of married life.
16 months, baby.
I meant it to be humorous. She was offended, and she was right. The trooper also said that in an elevator I touched her back, and when I was walking past her in a doorway, I touched her stomach. Now, I don't recall doing it, but if she said I did it, I believe her. At public events, troopers will often hold doors open or guard the doorways. When I walk past them, I often
This is
will
awesome. Come on, dude. This is so good. He's literally like, this is the most insane, like, this is so good. He's like, you know, women are around me all the time. Troopers fucking, you know, they're opening doors. Sometimes I grab them. You know, it's just like, whatever.
give them a grip of the arm, a pat on the face, a touch on the stomach, a slap on the back. It's my way of saying, I see you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. I'm not comfortable just walking past and ignoring you. Of course.
Dude, he was doing a good thing. You guys don't understand. He's not comfortable leaving a titty unsqueezed, okay? A face unpatted. That's not the Andrew Cuomo way, dude. That's not the Andrew Cuomo way.
Of course, usually they are male troopers. In this case,
you don't need to roast the man. He's trying to apologize and atone for everything he's done. What? Where is the apology, dude? Are you fucking insane? He's literally fucking describing. Like does he need to be Donald Trump? Should I put Donald Trump's face in front of him for like some of you fucking liberals that like, you know, comprehend that like Andrew Cuomo is a piece of shit even before the fucking, you know, oh, I'm kidding, Hasan. Okay, good joke, dude. You know what I'd hate fucking jokes about? Okay, When you don't put a fucking cap, and I most importantly hate jokes about the top of the hour ad break, okay? If you're gonna fucking joke and not put a fucking ad break segue because it's 12 already, which means it's top of the fucking hour, which means there's a 60-second ad break that's coming, then what are you doing? Yeah, tomato time, right? Yeah, exactly. More Italiaphobia in the chat. I'm over here describing away sexual harassment.
Been watching you for over a year.
You know, from my point of view, finally, and you're over here throwing Italian tomatoes at me. Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I'm used to being fucking oppressed for my heritage, for my background. It's all good. You motherfuckers. All right, I'm running the fucking 60-second ad break over here, but, you know, if you don't want to see the ads, you can subscribe.
Let's go.
For $5 or for free with a fucking Twitch Prime or an ad blocker or a VPN, but Twitch Prime is free over here. Here's the 1 minute ad break now.
I don't remember doing it at all. I didn't do it consciously with the female trooper. I did not mean any sexual connotation. I did not mean any intimacy by it. I just wasn't thinking. It was totally thoughtless in the literal sense of the word, but it was also insensitive. It was embarrassing to her, and it was disrespectful. It was a mistake, plain and simple. I have no other words to explain it. I want to personally apologize to her and her family. I have the greatest respect for her and for the New York State Police. Now, obviously in a highly political matter like this, there are many agendas and there are many motivations at play. If anyone thought otherwise, they would be naive, and New Yorkers are not naive.
Smiling face with hearts.
But I want to thank the women who came forward with sincere complaints. It's not easy to step forward, but you did an important service.
Yeah.
And you taught me, and you taught others an important lesson. Personal boundaries must be expanded and must be protected. I accept full responsibility. Part of being New York tough is being New York smart. New York smart tells us that this situation and moment are not about the facts. It's not about the truth. It's not about thoughtful analysis. It's not about how do we make the system better. This is about politics. And our political system today is too often driven by the extremes. Rashness has replaced reasonableness. Loudness has replaced soundness. Twitter has become the public square for policy debate.
This is like in so many ways the exact same thing that like Republicans do. Like, he's just not using cancel culture. He's not using like he's not using the same language, but he's saying the exact same things. This is the patented fucking Republican reactionary conservative defense. You know, I'm being canceled on Twitter. It's you know, this is a public lynching. He's like 1 second away from saying it's a witch hunt.
There is an intelligent discussion to be had on gender-based actions, on generational and cultural behavioral differences, on setting higher standards, and finding reasonable resolutions. But the political environment is too hot, and it is too reactionary for that now. And it is unfortunate. Now, you know me. I'm a New Yorker, born and bred. I am a fighter. And my instinct is to fight through this controversy because I truly believe it.
Like,
Pogo tomato.
I feel like he's like, fight what? The women? I want to fucking, you know, listen, I'm a New Yorker. When a woman accuses me of sexual harassment in the workplace, my immediate instinct is to punch her right in the fucking gut. All right? You come at me, broad, you're gonna fucking face my fisticuffs. You understand me? Nobody fucking accuses Andrew Cuomo of harassment. I'll punch you right in the fucking chin. All right? Dumb broads.
It is politically motivated. I believe it is unfair and it is untruthful. And I believe it demonizes behavior that is unsustainable for society. If I could communicate the facts through the frenzy, New Yorkers would understand. I believe that. But when I took my oath as governor...
So what is the argument that, like, the women that came out and said that they were upset about the hostile workplace that, like, he had fucking created for them, were they not real New Yorkers? Are those broads? Those are just bras. They be chirping. Am I right, fellas? Am I right? These fucking broads over here yapping around talking about sexual harassment. They're not real New Yorkers.
Then it changed. I became a fighter, but I became a fighter for you. And it is your best interest that I must serve.
Pog 3 months.
This situation, by its current trajectory, will generate months of political and legal controversy. That is what is going to
Don't
happen.
discriminate against Cuomo.
That
because
is
touch
how
his
the
love language.
political wind is blowing. It will consume government. It will cost taxpayers millions of dollars. It will brutalize people. The State Assembly yesterday
Wow, dude. Look at how brave he is, dude. Oh my God, he's so brave and magnanimous, boys. I can't believe this motherfucker unironically thought that he could just be like, yeah, I'm resigning for you. Not because I want to save myself the embarrassment, not because I'm definitely going to be impeached. I'm resigning for you. Because I want to save you. The months and months of legal scrutiny that I would go through to get impeached. They would ultimately find no wrongdoing. They'd probably be like, sir,
wow,
please sexual harass me.
God's number.
Okay, sexually harass me, sir. That's what they would say. But I'll let you, I'll let you not go through that. He's turning this into another W for him. I'm martyring myself for the state of New York. What are you, like a fucking sexual harassment activist, dude? Like, he's like a martyr for sexual harassment. Sexual harassment rights. And by that, I mean, like, literally, like, expanding on, doing more sexual harassment. It's nice.
I'm so glad Cuomo is gone after all this shit.
I'm falling on my sword.
Weeks of process that will then lead to months of litigation. Time and money that government should spend managing COVID, guarding against the Delta variant, reopening upstate, fighting gun violence.
By the way, when he said this, I think, what was it, like 57% of Democrats wanted him to resign? So, and only 36% of Democrats wanted him to stay. So it was done. The moment I saw that CNN article headline, sources close to Cuomo are urging him, sources say, those in Cuomo's circle are urging him to resign, it's over. The rats left the ship. And I was the remaining rat that had the pizza on the subway.
And saving New York City. All that time would be wasted. This is one of the most challenging times for government in a generation. Government really needs to function today. Government needs to perform. It is a matter of life and death, government operations.
He's like, I was saving New York when I was grabbing a titty, and I'm saving New York again when I'm, getting called out for grabbing a titty, and I'm saving New York by not going through this long and complicated, arduous legal process where I inevitably get impeached for grabbing titties.
Italian phobia.
And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing that state government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. New York tough means New York loving. And I love New York.
Maybe too much, I think. Maybe don't love New York that much, you know? I love New York. I'm tough. I was toughening New York when I was doing the things that I was doing. Listen.
Hey, DA Cuomo
Listen,
brothers will come
when
back,
I
you'll see.
lowered black and brown hospitals' amount of funding that they were getting from Medicaid in the state of New York, rendering them to be in a decrepit state even before COVID, which absolutely brutalized those very same hospitals. I was doing that because I was toughening up New York. That's what I was doing. What do you fucking understand? When I marched those old folks in the old folks' homes
I love your accent.
to get COVID and fucking die, I was toughening them up. Think about it. You know, you ever hear the fucking saying, you kill a spider and all the other fucking spiders that you're not seeing, they're stronger now. You're like making the spiders evolve. It's kind of like that. You kill the old folks that survive were stronger than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making the 70-plus-year-old population in New York like a bunch of fucking Captain Americas. You know, they survived COVID. They got lungs of steel.
And I love you.
Big Bear.
And everything I have ever done has been motivated by that love.
Oh, totally.
And I would never want to be unhelpful in any way. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Because I work for you. And doing the right thing is doing the right thing for you. Because as we say, it's not about me, it's about we. Kathy Hochul, my lieutenant governor, is smart and competent. This transition must be seamless. We have a lot going on. I'm very worried about the Delta variant, and so should you be. But she can come up to speed quickly, and my resignation will be effective in 14 days. To my team, Melissa DeRosa, Robert Mejica, Beth Garvey, Stephanie Benton, Dana Caratanudo, Kelly Cummings, Rich Azzapardi, Howard Zucker, Rick Cotton, Jan Lieber, Jack Davies, and the hundreds of dedicated administration officials. I want to say this. Thank you. Thank you. And be proud. We made New York State the progressive capital of the nation. No other state government accomplished more to help people. And that is what it's all about. Just think about what we did. We passed marriage equality, creating a new civil right.
Okay, yeah. The rest of this is fucking bullshit. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you on Andrew Cuomo and what the fuck he's up to.
This is
Andrew Cuomo is now gone. Lieutenant Governor is taking over. Don't know too much about her, to be honest. And that's pretty much all I got for this story. Terrible apology. I think there's a side-by-side. There's a side-by-side of like Andrew Cuomo with Donald Trump. Mother Jones did a compy on this. Hold on. And when Mother Jones comes after you, you know you're fucking done in the Democratic Party, because those guys.
Has wood.
Isn't there a compilation, like a video that puts like Andrew Cuomo's No? I guess not. I thought there was a video of him like apologizing.
Being freedophobic in 2021 for weird.
Anyway, let's move on to... So that's one good news. Something that rarely ever happens. And all it took was like one fucking guy to stand up to him, and then everything fell apart. Trevor Noah is a Cuomo-sexual?
Trevor, you call yourself a Cuomo-sexual, and I agree with you. I feel like I'm a Cuomo-sexual too.
Yeah, I think it genuinely has been very inspiring and refreshing to see a leader like Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, who's come out and engaged his briefings in a non-political way. He's engaged them as a leader. He's engaged them as a human being. He's also taken blame for things where he says, look, I understand that I'm doing certain things that people are going to hate me for, and I'm willing to make these decisions because I think it's the best thing for human life first. We can always create business afterwards. I think he's been informative. I think he's been informed. And like once I saw people online falling in love with him, there's a group of women who came out and they said, we're falling in love with Cuomo. And I said, well, yeah, everyone should be a Cuomo-sexual in that way. Like, you should love a leader who engages the people and remembers that they're serving the people as opposed to, the people working for them. So any leader who's doing that in a crisis, I applaud them.
The bar for leaders these days is very low. We just want someone to tell us the truth.
Yeah. Hey, you know who was never a Cuomo-sexual? This is why I always say, like, when people are like, Hasan, I don't know how you are able to predict some of these things.